2 to 3 years ago, when I decided that I will be taking up tennis seriously, I immediately thought that one of the equipments that I need to upgrade are my shoes. So I went on to research again once more on the best shoes on the market, and I really like the Asics Solution Speed FF shoe. Then I went out to buy it because of 3 things. I'm a big fan of Alex de Menor. The shoes are available in color blue, which is my favorite color, and it's on sale. And I really liked it. So when I saw that the version 2 came out, I immediately grabbed a pair once I saw that it's again on sale. So today, I'll be sharing with you my insights on the 2 versions of the Asics Solution Speed shoes, FF and FF2. What's the difference? Let's find out! Overall, the FF looks more streamlined than the FF2 shoes. The FF2 looks more bulky, maybe because of the thumb and on the design on this part, but it looks higher compared to the FF shoes. For the upper, both of them uses a hard plastic material, but they have different designs. For FF, the design features straight lines running from the front to the back of the shoe. For the FF2, it features a lot of lines and sometimes crossing on top of each other. Maybe that's the concept for FF2. For the laces, they just look the same. But the FF2 has this Dynawrap feature. It's the new thing for this FF2 shoes. Now for the midsole, there's a lot more happening on the FF2 shoes. You can see some elements added. And for the sole, the 2 versions have very different designs. Though my shoes are already very worn out, the pattern's already gone, but the FF shoes feature a herringbone pattern and the FF2 shoes feature more lines. Again, I think that's their concept. And actually, the depth of the grooves of the FF shoes are deeper compared to the FF2 shoes. Okay, so much for the looks. How does it feel when you wear it? Again, for the disclaimer, this is purely based on my opinion, as I've been using them for quite a while already. This opinion is coming from an amateur player, around 3.5 rating, playing weekly around 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not a pro, actually, just a casual YouTuber doing some reviews, and hope this helps. The main thing that I really like about the Asics Speed Solution FF, both FF and FF2 shoes, are the heels are slightly raised up. It's like you're constantly on a tiptoe, slight tiptoe. And I think that's the key feature why this shoe is fast. Both the versions have this same quality, though I don't notice a major difference on the newer version. Another good thing about these shoes, they are streamlined. This shoe is quite thinner and sleeker, though the FF2 version is slightly bulkier than the FF version. It still is more streamlined compared to other shoes. Being streamlined also means that the shoe is like snug into your foot. It's like constantly hugging your foot. This is a good thing for those who have narrow and normal feet. But those who have wide feet, you might want to check out other shoes, or you can check if there's a wider version of these shoes. Next thing that I like about this shoe is how they designed the sole. They have this twist truss feature and they have a gap on the middle of the shoe. And for me, it's a very good thing because it helps minimize the pain on the foot when you are playing. As I have tackled in my previous review for the Adidas Game Court shoes. You can check this link. They don't have this gap thing on the middle of the shoes. That's why when I play, the middle of my foot is starting to ache when I play for a long while. And I don't feel it on these shoes. I also really like how they designed the soles of the shoe. They're both arcing a little bit upwards on the front and on the back. So it's not a very flat shoe. I think this helps in the maneuverability and your movement around the court. Though, one thing to note is that when I tried the FF2 shoes, it's like I'm floating a bit from the ground. I don't feel the connection to the ground It's like there is a gap between my foot and on the ground, and it's a bit weird compared to the FF shoes. There's a very hard feeling on the soles. It's very rigid, and I cannot feel that there is something between my foot and on the ground. This part. I cannot feel this. It's a weird feeling, but did you experience the same thing? Let me know in the comments. The main issue I felt when using these shoes are, actually both of them have this issue, is that you feel discomfort on this part of the shoe. Especially when you wear it for the first time. It does not bend easily, and it's a hard plastic. So when you bend it, it causes a slight irritation and uncomfort on this part of your feet. And it's distracting. It's distracting at very first, because you feel like the shoe is not fit for you. But then after a while, when you play for like 15 to 30 minutes, the pain is gone. You cannot feel it. So I think it's just you need a break-in period for this thing to go off. Yeah, but actually I was expecting that for the FF2 version, this issue will be gone, but it's still there. And I hope the developers and designers can address this issue if ever they will have a next version of this shoe. Another negative thing that I found about this shoe is that the FF2 version is very, very squeaky. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It's like even the minimal movement, it squeaks. So it's also a bit distracting, but performance-wise, it's good. This shoe has good grip on the court, but then it's just weird that it's squeaking very often. One thing that I want to note, for the FF2 shoes, I have to go a half size higher compared to what I used in the FF shoes, because when I try to fit the FF2 shoes, it's very snug. It's very just exactly right. I feel like there's no space for my feet to move on. The shoe is very shaped to my feet already, and I felt instantly that my foot are slightly suffocated and I might have some difficulties moving around. So I went up a half size higher for these FF2 shoes. Do check your foot size, and if you plan to buy this shoe, it's better to try it on actual so you can really feel how the shoe works. Though one thing I'd like to highlight is that FF1 and FF2 have the same soles, but then FF2 features this Dynawrap technology, and I don't feel a significant effect compared to the FF1. Last thing that I want to highlight for these shoes is that it is not as stable as the other shoes. Yes, because it's more streamlined, so you expect this shoe to be faster, but for me, for side-to-side movement, this shoe is not as stable as the other shoes. But overall, the speed that you get from this shoe, for me, it overweighs that stability part. Because if they want to get that stability, for me, I think they might sacrifice a bit on the speed. And that's not the essence of this shoe anymore. So yeah, I'm just talking nonsense here. So yeah, overall, those are my insights about this shoe. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope this video is helpful somehow if you're planning to get these shoes. I'm planning to make another video about these shoes, comparing the FF2 shoes when it's new and then 6 months after. So stay tuned. Do follow me on my social media accounts. I have Instagram, Facebook, and Rovo. You can check out my content on those platforms as well. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more creative tennis videos. This is Tom from Tennis with Tom, and see ya.